Hey, Math Journey! Welcome to the channel where we take complex math problems and break them down into simple, digestible steps. Today, we're tackling a fascinating problem. So, what does this problem want from us? We need to find the value of m plus n if we can express the square of this fraction as m power n, where both m and n are integers and greater than 1. The fraction in question has a numerator of 1 and a denominator that's a product of sine functions. At odd angles, sine of 1 degree, sine of 3 degrees, sine of 5 degrees, and so on, up to sine of 89 degrees. Few seconds to let that sink in. Now, before we dive into solving this, take a moment to think about it. What jumps out at you? Can you spot any connections or familiar ideas? Even complex problems often have a simple starting point. Give yourself a few seconds to explore the possibilities, and then we'll solve it together. Ready to dive in? Let's tackle this together. Alright, let's break it down. To solve this, we're going to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the signs of the even angles. Sine of 2 degrees, sine of 4 degrees, sine of 6 degrees, up to sine of 88 degrees. This will give us a complete set of sines from 1 degree to 89 degrees in the denominator. In the numerator, we now have the product of the signs of the even angles, while the denominator includes all sines from 1 degree to 89 degrees. The denominator can be written as the product of sine of 1 degree, sine of 2 degrees, sine of 3 degrees, and so on up to sine of 89 degrees. We need to simplify this expression. Notice that each pair of complementary angles in the denominator, like sine of 1 degree and sine of 89 degrees, can be expressed using the identity. Sine of an angle equals cosine of its complement. Thus, sine of 89 degrees can be replaced with cosine of 1 degree, and similarly for other pairs. The key angle here is 45 degrees, where the sine value remains unchanged. Use the identity sine of an angle multiplied by cosine of the same angle equals 1/2 times sine of twice the angle. This allows us to replace pairs of sine and cosine terms with sine terms at double angles. As a result, the expression simplifies to a product of terms involving 1/2 plus sine of 45 degrees. Finally, when all terms are combined and squared, the expression simplifies to 2 raised to the power of 44.5. Squaring this result, we get 2 raised to the power of 89. Hence, m equal 2 and n equal 89, so m plus n equal 91. If you enjoyed this challenge, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Math Journey for more fun math adventures. Now that you've seen the answer, how did you do? Were you able to crack it? Let me know in the comments. And share this video with a friend who loves brain teasers to see if they can solve it without peeking at the solution.